Welcome back to CBS This Morning. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are taking an extended leave from their royal duties starting next month. Now, this comes as Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle get candid in a new documentary about their struggles with the media's intense scrutiny of their personal lives. The royal couple spoke to journalist Tom Bradby during their recent tour of Africa about the complicated relationship with the press. Elizabeth Palmer is at Buckingham Palace with more on this story. Elizabeth, they do appear to be opening up in ways they haven't before. What are we learning from this documentary?
Well, some frank admissions, including Meghan saying that before she married Harry, her friends warned her not to because the UK media, specifically the tabloids, would destroy her life. And indeed, it does seem as if she's finding things pretty stressful.
I never thought that this would be easy, but I thought it would be fair.
In the documentary, Meghan Markle, now Duchess of Sussex, says out loud what many observers had guessed. She is finding the near constant critical scrutiny as a royal very hard.
Any woman, especially when they're pregnant, you're really vulnerable. So that was made really challenging. And then when you have a newborn, it's a lot.
The documentary follows Prince Harry and Meghan on a 10-day Southern Africa trip that they took to bring attention to various charities.
I am here with you as a mother, as a wife, as a woman.
On camera, Meghan speaks about her bruising clashes with the British tabloid press.
I really tried to adopt this British sensibility of a stiff upper lip. I think that what that does internally is probably really damaging.
On the last day of the tour, Meghan and Harry sued one of those British tabloids for what they say was a smear campaign. The paper had printed a very personal and painful letter from Meghan to her father. Prince Harry, who grew up watching his mother, Princess Diana, being hounded by those tabloids, was furious.
Every single time I hear a click, every single time I see a flash, it takes me straight back.
Since their wedding, Harry and Meghan have tried to keep their private lives private. But that in itself has drawn criticism. Asked whether he and his brother Prince William are on the outs, Harry dodged the question.
I love him dearly, and the majority of the stuff is the majority of stuff is created out of nothing. But it's just, as I said, as brothers, you have good days, you have bad days.
Royal correspondent Roya Nika.
They are breaking the mould within the institution to a certain degree. Everything they're doing is being held to account almost more closely and with more scrutiny than other members of the royal family at the moment.
The bottom line seems to be that if a big part of the royal role is de facto being on public display, then maybe finding the right work-life balance is the hardest part of the job. Tony?
Elizabeth Palmer for us in London. Thank you very much, Liz. It is a candid conversation that seems to have in that documentary.
And normally not done by the royals. I think it's good that they're speaking so candidly and so honestly. I'm curious to see how it's going to play in the UK. I love Meghan saying in particular, never thought it would be easy, but I thought it would be fair. That's the problem that they're having. They don't think that it's fair. And many untruths are being said about both.
And what Harry's sensitivity to what his mother endured is, you have to be sympathetic to that.
How he's still haunted by it. There's the attention of fame, and then there's what they're going through. It's a little bit different.
Exactly.